Hello students, I'm going to show you a quick tiny tech training on how to use the basic tools in Word. So what you're going to do is you are going to, this is Mrs. King by the way, you're going to go to Office 365. How you get there might depend on how you've set up your computer. One of the ways to go there is just to use the PwC Sites folder and come down here and go to Office 365. Or you could go to the Haymarket webpage, and when you get there, you can click on Technology at HMES, and you can scroll down and click on Office 365. Another way is in Canvas, you also might have a link in your homeroom Canvas course to Office 365. Somehow you need to get to Office 365. So I'm going to click on Office 365, and for me, oh, there we go. There we go. It opens up, and it should open up like this for you also. And when you get to Office 365, you can click on Word and open up a Word document. If you're a kindergartner or first grade or second grade, you might easily want to just search Word on your computer and open up the Word app here. So either way is fine. Once you find the word, then you can start working. So we're going to open up Word, and I opened it up from searching here, and now I'm waiting for it to open. Oh, it opened in the background. Okay, so this what comes up. I'm going to pick a blank document, and there's a few things I want to show you in here that you're going to need. And it should look like this. Don't worry about that. That's my word. So it should look like this. The first thing I'm going to show you are just some simple things. I'm going to type today. Oops. Okay. Today is, let me just write Thanksgiving, and it's not. It's coming soon. This is a special day to give thanks. Okay, so we'll start with that. We need to have something on the paper. So first thing we're going to do is I can show you how you would highlight, and you can change the size of your font to make it bigger. Okay, see how it's just doing that, whatever I've highlighted. You can change the font that you have also, whichever you want. You can see my favorites are kind of at the top there. So I changed it to that Palantino. You can change the color of your fonts here. So if you want blue, I only selected Thanksgiving. And there are some other tools here that you can also, and you can highlight. This might be a good tool for if you're reading through a passage or something where you might need to highlight, or you've typed something and you might need to highlight like the nouns or the verbs. So here we have those basic tools. So that's the font size. If you are, let's say this is a page that I wanted to write about Thanksgiving, and I want to put a title in, I might put my cursor at the beginning of the sentence so I have more space up here, and I might write a title. And let's say this is going to be called, whoops, my highlighter is on, so I'm going to turn my highlighter so that there's no color. Thanksgiving, whoops, that didn't work. I might have to type the word first. This is all good because these are problem-solving skills that you're going to need. I'm just going to highlight that, and I'm going to do no color. Or I could have chose stop highlighting. So now I want to center this. So I can put my cursor here anywhere on the line, and these are my centering tools. I can center it in the middle. I can center it to the right. This would make the sentence go all the way across, but if you want a title that's centered in the middle, you would click on this centering tool. Also, if you highlight it, you can underline it and you can bold it. And then maybe on the next line, of course, now my bolding is selected. So I want to undo my bolding, undo my underline. And if I wanted to do by Mrs. King, and then again, I'm just playing here. If I want to change the font size to a little bit smaller, now I'm ready. So play with those tools, kind of design some things. If I want to get all of this back to normal, I go in, I pick one size, pick one font, and then I might have to turn off my highlighters. I'll go to no color, so that's gone. And then I can also highlight or again and just make sure everything is in black ink. So now we've gotten rid of all of that. So I encourage you to play with these tools. Okay, the next thing is if I wanted to add a table, I would go and I would put my cursor where I want the table. And this might be for things that I want to just record. So I'm just going to build a table. I'm going to insert, and I'm going to come over to table, which is right here. And I am going to click on the little arrow, which tells me how many rows and columns do I want. Let me just make 4, okay? And maybe I'm going to title these like maybe I'm making a list of guests that are coming to Thanksgiving. So I could put their first name would be this. I'm just hitting the tab button. Go to the next box, hit the tab button, coming for Thanksgiving. And I'll just abbreviate that. So maybe I'll write, oops, oh, I can't even spell my name. King, yes. And I'm just going to hit tab and it went right to the next line. Maybe I'll put in maybe Donald Duck is coming. Just to have fun. Yes. And then maybe we'll put in I can't even think of them. Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse. Let's do Mickey Mouse. That's easier. Okay, and let's say no. So notice how I am doing capital letters for the beginning of names. That's important. And all you have to do is hold down the shift key to do that. So now I want to come down here and I've already got spaces down there, but if I didn't have a return there, I can add more lines by clicking at the end to add more to my table, or I can click down here and now I'm ready to type some more. Remember, shift key for capital letters, shift, and then you can use cap locks to hold it down and do lots of capital letters. Now I'm going to show you another tool that's really awesome. It's called dictating. When I click on dictate, it's going to start dictating the story for me. So, but remember, you have to say things like period, return, kind of keywords. You don't have to because you can come back and fix those later, but if you wanted them to be in your story. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to dictate. Today is the first day of Thanksgiving vacation. Period. Tomorrow, I'm going to play outside with my friends. Period. On the weekend, I am going to go and visit my grandparents. Period. And so now I turn that off. And so I did a nice little dictation, which you can use. Now, let me show you how this could go wrong, and this would you'd have a lot of editing to do. So I'm going to hit dictate. Today is the first day of Thanksgiving vacation. Tomorrow I'm going to play with my friends, and on the weekend I'm going to visit my grandparents. See the difference? So I would, as a student, have to reread and proofread this to make sure that I put my periods in. I'm is always capitalized, so that actually that is not where the period goes, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to put the period here. And now I would have to click there, just put my cursor there, click there, backspace, and shift and put a T, capital T for the beginning of that sentence. And then I made this a run-on sentence here because I said playing with my friends and on the weekend. So I'm going to take out that and, put a period, and now I'm going to capitalize the O. And I'm going to make sure I have periods at the end of all of my sentences. So using keywords like that will help you if you know that it's the end of a sentence. But remember, the end of the sentence kind of comes when you're finished with that thought and you're going on to another thought or another statement. Okay, so that is dictation. So now on your computer, you are going to go to, when you're done with this, you are going to go to File and Save. So since you are with Prince William County and you have a OneDrive, I suggest that you save it to your OneDrive. So we're just going to save it to the OneDrive, and now it is in your OneDrive. Now you're probably wondering, okay, we got to put a name of it, Thanksgiving, and save. So we're saving it to our OneDrive. Now you're probably wondering, well, where's my OneDrive? I'm going to show you where that is because we're going to go back to, let's see, we're going to go back here. Remember when I showed you, if you go to Prince William and you open Office 365, or if you go to the Haymarket webpage and you click on Office 365, this window is going to open. Your OneDrive is right here. Now, just want you to know, when I open up my OneDrive, it's full of stuff because I do a lot of work. So when you open it up, your files will be listed right here. So I'm just going to come down here, and I make folders to organize my work, but you can see here is that Thanksgiving document. And the best part about this is that you could type this document, save it to your OneDrive, and now you can you can share it, you can copy the link and send it in the email, or you could share it and type in your teacher's name. Let's see, well, let's just say you could type in Miss King's name, and when you click on that, and you can write her a message, here is my assignment. And always write your name. And I'm Regina, but you have a name, and then you're going to click on send. So then your teacher will get that. So it is as easy as that. I'm going to go back here. Let me check to make sure I got everything. Got your tables. So I think we're all set, and you have learned a new tiny little skill about Word. You can always email Ms. King if you have questions.